Guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for always coming back. Today we'll be talking about how to start budgeting your money, your little money, very effectively and efficiently. If this is the kind of content you would love to watch, kindly watch till the very end. Do not skip any part. And guys, do not watch without subscribing. Click on the subscribe button down below. Give me a massive thumbs up if you love this content, and let me hear from you in the comment section down below. Let's get right into today's video. The very first step you need to start budgeting very effectively is to embrace tracking every amount of money, no matter how small, every penny, every cent, every peso, whatever currency you spend, as little as the money is, start following the money, knowing where each money is going. How do we start tracking? You can get a paper and a pen and write down how much you spend on each expense for a period of time, say let's say for a week or a month, to have a very fair idea as to where your monies are going. Number two, guys, create a 50-30-20 budgeting rule where 50% of your income or salary is for your basic living expenses, your essentials, your needs, 30% your wants, and 20% your savings and investments or debt pay off. Do you guys? To be able to really go according to your budget, you need to cut costs very creatively without sacrificing your pleasures or needs. And there are very creative ways of cutting down um on your expenses, especially your essentials, like buying items you really would need in bulk, cooking in bulk, like canceling any subscription you are not using so that you can save that money to invest, negotiating your bills, you know talking to your service providers to really have very good deals on certain subscriptions of yours that are very essential to you. These are very creative ways and more. I would love to know some other creative ways that we can cut down on our expenses in the comment section down below. Number four, guys, is to build a micro savings habit. And we are not earning much. We are having very small amounts of money, but we still need to save, and we need to be disciplined enough to learn or inculcate the habit of saving. Every money that we have, there is a part that we need to spend and another part that we need to save. There are two components to every money that comes to you. There is bread and there is seed. Bread is for what you spend on your expenses, and the seed is what you plant for your future. Eating or you're spending all the money that comes to you, if you're spending all the money instead of leaving the seed aspect so that you can plant it for your future, you would be in very big trouble. So the idea here is having the habit, okay, inculcating the habits, no matter how small the amount. That is not what is needed right now. Is having the habit and having the consciousness that you have to save or move aside, set aside some of the money for savings or investments and not spend all. That is the rationale behind savings or inculcating small ways of saving money. Five, guys, is to build your income with side hustles. Use your 9 to 5 salary as a tool to build other side hustles, other businesses that will bring in the cash flow. Do not spend all your salary on your expenses that you have, but set some aside, like for your savings and investments, and invest them in a business, or do other avenues of investments that will bring in the cash flow, most especially the passive ways of earning income. Number six, guys, is to stay motivated. Have a reason why you are budgeting. You want your finances to be transformed this year, and so your why should be big or strong enough to be able to be consistent in budgeting. A lot of people think that budgeting means you are being restricted, but that is not the case. It's just giving direction to your monies and making sure that the monies goes where they're supposed to go, and then also be able to, save and invest for your future self. Seven, guys, is to leverage on free financial education resources. Financial literacy is the way to go, and it's your sole responsibility to learn about money. Financial education is your sole responsibility and aim to learn it for yourself. We are not being taught in our schools. Our parents do not teach us because they do not know. And so it's important that we learn it for ourselves so that we will be able to transform our finances and also teach our children. Right, guys, you can use the cash envelope system for your discretion. I mean, having envelopes set aside for every expenses and stuffing cash into or monies into it to save towards your expenses. Example is the sinking funds where you save towards certain projects of yours or expenses that you will be having very soon in the future. Number nine, guys, plan for irregular expenses. Some expenses are not very fixed, they come as and when they do, and so we have to factor that in our budget and ensure that we set some money aside. Example, we can call it miscellaneous, and then it will take care of some expenses that come as and when they do come. Build a support system for accountability. It's very a lot of people. I mean, humans are social animals or social beings, and so we need some form of guidance or some form of support to be able to do certain things sometimes. And so, if having an accountability partner to serve as checks on each other, ensure that you are doing what you're supposed to do. If you slip in your finances, you can also tell each other and then find ways of picking each other up and supporting each other to help transform your finances and achieve your targets and goals. So, how interested strategically? If some money comes to you, you can save it aside and tackle high interest debts and pay it off. You can pay extra, add some extra to it to pay off every month or the period that you choose to ensure that you are able to pay it off very, very soon, very, very early to save you millions and millions in the long run. Guys, practice mindful spending. Know what you spend your money on. Money is meant to be spent, but it's supposed to be spent on things that would bring us value. And so, if before you purchase, you want to purchase an item, you can really sit down and deliberate and think about it. This thing I'm going to buy, is it going to bring value to me? Do I really need it? Can I afford it 2 or 3 times or more? You have to really think about these things before you purchase an item so that you spend money on things that bring you value and not on things that are just a waste of money. Guys, if you love this content, kindly let me know in the comment section down below. Give me a massive thumbs up. I really want to hear from you in the comment section down below. Where are you watching me from? Let me know what are your thoughts. What other steps do you think we can add to make sure that our budgeting is effective and we are very good on mastering budgeting? Let me know in the comment section down below. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and check out my previous videos, share with your family and friends. I'll see you in the next one. Have a very great day. It's bye for now.